Oh, you've been camping all over my mind, digging for purple matter, feeding your fire. And I've been hanging about on cloud nine, sipping on aging fine wine. Can't get me higher. Pull me out just to push me in. You're up till dawn, trying to move on. Lover's gone wrong. Let go, it hurts, I know. It's time to run. Moonrise kingdom. Just bury your worries and sing along. Perhaps I'd like to begin today with a little story. At the age of 9, I had the opportunity to move to a small country called New Zealand. And then I got to live there for the next 10 years of my life. Hence why I am speaking to you in English today and not Thai. So a thing that I used to do when I got really bored as a kid, I used to come home, turn on the TV, and I would watch this one music channel called C4. And for hours and hours, this younger version of myself would listen to all these songs and music videos, all these things I had never heard or seen before. That habit continued with me for the next 10 years of my life as I went through elementary school, middle school, and then high school. And what I thought at the time was just a normal way for a teenager to kill time actually had planted a seed inside of my subconsciousness. By seed, I mean an idea or a concept that would then go on to lead me down the directions I could have never foreseen. You know, growing up, my mother was incredibly strict. She did not allow me to have a girlfriend until the age of 18. That's crazy. But what she didn't know was that I had kept a dirty little secret from her. You see, I had already fallen in love with the only thing I had ever needed. Music, music, and music became my escape, my sweetest of dreams, and ultimately, my burning passion. I am currently a fourth-year student here at Mahidol University International College, majoring in film production. But if you catch me at any other times, I am an aspiring singer-songwriter signed to a small, independent label called Rats Records. My talk today is about passion, but from the perspective of someone who is still very much far, far away from his goals and walking the same journey as a lot of you in this auditorium today. Now, you may be wondering what a singer-songwriter is. He or she basically writes and performs his or her own music, usually telling a story or sharing their opinion. That first song you just heard at the beginning of my talk is called Run. It's a song I wrote about a personal New Year's resolution to tell myself not only to move forward with my life, but also with my passion. Now, I was fortunate enough that I discovered this dream of mine when I was at a very young age. So I was able to plan out exactly how I wanted this dream to grow. First thing I did was I begged my mom for a guitar. After that, I started my own YouTube channel doing other people's music. And then one day, I had this crazy idea. I thought, hey man, wouldn't it be crazy if you created something that was 100% and authentically your own? And that was the day that I wrote my first song. And as irrelevant as it was to the entire world, that point in time was my own little magical moment. The process of writing music, like any other creative content, is one that I believe you must draw from a true and genuine place. Allow me to demonstrate. Firstly comes the inspiration. Secondly, the third part. And lastly, just gotta have a little bit of fun. And there you have yourself an idea. Thank you. ขอบคุณมากครับ Now, with the realization of that passion comes the harsh truth that it has to coexist with your reality. What I'm trying to say is that while you can dream your life away, at the same time, you have to remain equally awake. At the same time that you have to go to work, school, or whatever duty you have to fulfill to make sure you survive your everyday life, you must never forget about the things that truly inspire you. Passions can change and shift as we all grow. But if you dedicate a little bit of your time every day to practice, maybe that dream isn't so far out of reach after all. Now, I've personally been an active artist working in Bangkok for about 2 or 3 years now. And I've released a total of 6 music videos and a full-length studio album in which I wrote by myself. And just the other day, I was walking down the aisle of my study building, and I picked up this magazine. And it was a magazine that I had always wished of being on. I flipped through the pages, and there it was. I was so happy, over the moon. It was incredibly surreal. But I want to gamble a little bit today. I want to bet that probably 80 to 95% of you guys in this room currently have probably never ever seen or heard of me anywhere before. Can I have a show of hands who's seen me anywhere before? One person, thank you. It's incredibly humbling, but at the same time, it is so challenging. You see, I am a Thai kid. I was born here. I'm full Thai. But English is my first language, so I make music in English to a country, an audience that is dominantly Thai. That's like walking up a rocky mountain barefooted with weights tied to your ankle. That's when I realized that some passions, not just my own, sometimes aren't meant for everyone. And there was a point in my young career when I thought, maybe music isn't for me. Shows didn't come around that often, or even if they did, the audiences that came seemed disconnected. But it was at that lowest point that an idea, not an idea, a fact hit me in the head. It's the fact that creative ideas are usually subjective. For example, some people love eating fast food. They love the convenience, the taste, or whatever. But at the same time, you have to remember that there are people who prefer homemade pizza made with friends and family. It's just a matter of taste. Not everyone is going to understand you, or even if they understand you, not everyone is going to like you. And that is something that creative people have to come to terms with, or else they'll cease to exist. It is so hard that to have something that you put your entire heart into be ignored, be looked over, or be criticized. And it's in that very nature that drives creative people to insanity. If not insanity, it's this little thing called conformity. By conformity, I am talking about these formulas. When we see ways or things people have done in the past that has led them to success, we try to replicate or copy that. And although there is absolutely nothing wrong in doing that, today I want to shed light on the equal importance of remaining true, authentic, and original in your own creative path. When you're so deeply invested in something, the lines that define success can become so blurry. Let me ask you guys a question. Is success to you when you've made a whole lot of money and brought yourself a whole lot of fame? Hands up, please. No? Okay, surprising. Or is success to you when you've gotten to do that one thing you love the most, but you end up broke anyway? The only lie that I'm going to tell you today is that I have the correct answer for you. Because honestly, I do not care if you were Gandhi, Sigmund Freud, or Einstein. No one, and I mean no one, has the right to tell you what success is to you or what that passion can do for you. All I can say today is that if you get the opportunity to wake up every day and you still have that least bit of energy to do exactly what you love, you've truly made it. The future is so far ahead of us, and it is often unknown. So why not wake up today, live religiously, live with a passion, live with compassion, live with kindness, spend a little bit of time to do what you love, try to balance the other forces in your life. And one day, I think that you're going to prove to the world that what is done with passion is truly done well. I have one more song for you before I leave. Please don't fall asleep yet. That's right. One, two, three. The clouds are changing, the storm just coming quick, hiding. But who needs the shelter when you are by my side? You had me at hello, you caught me by surprise. Oh, how I lost my senses when I met those hazel eyes. One, two, three. Oh, what a shame we are parting ways and our time set for us two. If you should ask me, do I adore you? I think you know. You know I do 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 yeah. I do 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 I do 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 You know I do 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 yeah. I do 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 I do 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 doขอบคุณทุกคนมากนะครับผม